Welcome back, everyone, to the Rooted Lifestyle Podcast. We're your hosts, Camryn and Justus Woods.
Hey, guys. We're so excited to have you back for episode 3.
Episode 3.
It's
wow.
Crazy.
Who would have thought we'd be here? Episode 3.
Who would have thought? So thank you guys all for listening. We're excited for this episode. What are we talking about, Justus?
Yeah, so this week's episode is a very interesting one because we will be talking about our lifestyle. So like kind of the 80-20 lifestyle, we refer to it as. And just basically how we live our lives in terms of what we eat, how we spend our typical weeks here in Dallas. So yeah.
Absolutely. So 80-20, you were talking about that. So that, as a rule of thumb, what we live by is 80% of the time we are eating nutritious whole foods. And for us, that pertains to the week. And then on the weekends, your 20% is kind of eating and drinking whatever you want. And so, like I said, some people call it a diet. I don't know if I said that, but some people call it a diet, but we call it a lifestyle because diets are not for longevity. You cannot sustain a diet for honestly longer than like 30 days, I would say. Like the whole 30 diet, that's like the longest one I've heard of.
Yeah.
Other ones, you're just going to crash and you tend to overindulge after doing a strict diet.
Yeah, that makes sense because like you're basically pivoting. A lot of people go from like eating unhealthy like junk foods and stuff to starting these diets. So it's like they're going cold turkey. Mm-hmm. And it's like the moment you break that diet and kind of go back to your typical lifestyle, there's a tendency to like, oh, now that I can have these foods again, I'll just start to overindulge. So I think, the 80-20 like lifestyle is really good because it allows you to maintain the majority of your life, eating those healthy, nutritious foods during the week, but also, enjoying food because food should be enjoyed and there shouldn't be a negative connotation with any type of food. And you should be able to enjoy, go out with your friends, have a drink, go out with your friends, go eat a burger and stuff like that. I know I do.
Oh, absolutely.
But, it's just basically about consistency, you know? And yeah, go ahead.
So bouncing off of that, I want to say that a lot of people kind of view foods as good and bad. And we do not view foods that way. Food's amazing. You should enjoy it. And it's all about balance, if we're being honest. And so that's how we found that the 80-20 lifestyle has just really worked for us because we're young, we're 23. Yeah. We want to enjoy going out with our friends. We want to enjoy drinking sometimes. We want to enjoy the good food. And our metabolisms are never going to be this good. Let's be honest. So it's good. I love the lifestyle that we live.
No, exactly. And it's, of course, it's like a huge caveat of like the 80-20 lifestyle. It looks different for everybody. It's not the same for everyone. And it also depends on what you're trying to achieve. I think for us, like we're just trying to live a balanced lifestyle. We're not trying to be like bodybuilders and stuff. We're not trying to lose 100 pounds. So I think those instances where you're like trying to reach a specific goal, you need a stricter diet in order to achieve those goals. But even then, like those are only for a time. Like bodybuilders, they do prep work and stuff and only they bulk up or they cut down and cut the calories only for a short period of time. And that's not like their whole life. So I think, just a caveat here that the 80-20 rule is not, end all be all diet that'll make you, the perfect version of yourself. But I think it's worked out really well for us.
Right. And I think what's really cool is the gym that we both go to, Recess, here at Dallas. One of Justus's friends, he's actually competing in August? Is it August?
Yep.
So he's competing in August for a bodybuilding competition. Yep. And he was just saying that him and his fiance are on the strictest diet because it's only till August. And so they've been working for probably a couple weeks, couple months.
Yeah, a couple months.
I don't even know. But like he said, he literally told us afterwards in the gym, he was like, I can't wait to go eat whatever I want. And it's just like, for me, I can never do that. But when you have a goal in mind, it's easier to do that because he has an end goal. He has an end date of like August, it's over, and I can live my life after that. Yeah,
he's not in a cutting phase of like zero carbs, like his entire life. Like that's just not sustainable. And I think that you just have to find a diet, or not a diet, but more the lifestyle that we were talking about that's just sustainable because ultimately you want to be able to enjoy life, like what we said. And I think, having that idea that, okay, at this period of time, this is where I'll stay healthy the majority of the time, and then if I want to have fun with friends and just go out and enjoy good food, then I will.
Right, absolutely. And it can look different for every single person. Like even though Justus and I live together, it looks completely different. Not completely different, but it looks pretty different.
We eat slightly different things day by day, but majority wise, we're on the same page.
Right, because we have different little goals.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You're trying to maintain probably double the amount of weight that I am.
Exactly. So it looks different. And the 80-20 will look different for different people. Like that 80% going into it, people may want different types of foods that they want to eat different, more like whole grains, less grains, stuff like that.
And there's no right or wrong way to do it. Like we said, it looks different for everyone. So have grace with yourself and don't treat it as something as, oh my goodness, I messed up. Like I can't do that again tomorrow. And it's just like, no, it's okay because this is a lifestyle. Diets, there's this really negative connotation of like, oh, I messed up this one day, I have to restart. And then you're really mad at yourself and you're really upset. And it's just like, that doesn't come with a lifestyle. A lifestyle, you're here to have fun. You're here to live your life. And so I just love the way that we do it. So let's talk about what it looks like.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say, like, too, just going back of what I was saying, like I think the key is consistency.
Right.
And it's like, if you want to do a lifestyle like an 80-20, you have to stick to the 80-20. You can't start slipping into like 50-50, 60-40, and you start getting upset because you're not seeing the results. So I do want to caveat with that. It does look different, but I think the number 80-20 still stays the same, even though the foods within them may be different. But yeah, I think you were talking about why we do the 80-20, or like, what does that look like for us?
Yes, just one more thing bouncing off of what you just said. I think also kind of bouncing off of goals again. If you have like a really good metabolism and you just never fluctuate in weight, like you look the way that you want to look, maybe it's like a 90-10 for you. Yeah. Because I mean, whatever, it's going to probably catch up later in life.
Exactly.
But for us right now in our lives, 80-20 is just so good for us. It's perfect. And so yes, what we were talking about, what it kind of looks like during the week for us. So I will start with the 80%. Yeah. So Monday through Friday, I would say Monday through Friday at lunch, right? Or would you say Friday night?
I would say, because I during the workday, I probably I meal prep for the week. So like that probably goes through Friday. So I would say Friday dinner for me.
Okay. So yeah. So we'll just go with that. And what that kind of looks like for us is breakfast, just as a general rule, and then Justice will go into what his.
Well, is this the 80? Is this the 80 or the 20?
The 80.
So we're talking about Friday night for 80?
I said Monday through Friday.
Okay, Monday. Okay, Monday through Friday night. Okay.
Yeah. So like Friday night starts at 20. Yeah. When you say okay.
Yeah, Friday night starts at 20. I was like, Friday night starts to 80. I was like, that's a little
rough over here. It's been a long day, guys, but we're making it work. We're just having fun.
Yeah.
So 80%, like we said. We kind of stick to eggs every morning.
There's not I'm gonna go out and say that there's not really many not good because there's not really many breakfast food varieties.
So like what comes to mind when I think of breakfast? Eggs, oatmeal, bread.
Yeah, it's mostly carb. Like breakfast foods are like, you think about like muffins, bagels, like croissants, toast. Amazing food. Like incredible food. It's good, but it's like there's no other protein besides like eggs.
So quickly after.
And it's like if you're trying to do like a less carb heavy breakfast, what else are you gonna eat besides scrambled eggs?
I don't know, because we eat scrambled eggs every single morning. And we eat
scrambled eggs hard because we don't like runny.
Oh my gosh, if you eat runny eggs, you need help. I can't.
When my sister was telling us earlier this week that she started liking runny eggs.
Yes, at breakfast last weekend. She was eating her egg and it was running everywhere. I was like, girl, it's going to drip off your plate.
About to throw up.
Ooh. Okay, anyways, enough about our eggs. We eat eggs every day.
Yeah, so for breakfast, we love the eggs. Yes. Usually just like standard. Sometimes with some, I like to add dairy-free cheese on it.
Yes. You're really good at making them fun. I've said that before. Yeah. So he adds some pesto, some sun-dried tomatoes, onions. We add onions every morning.
That's a great thing about if you're struggling for healthy food, it's all about the sauces too. And I think there are a lot of great sauces out there now that are dairy-free or more healthy, like Tesame's.
Yep.
A lot of different sauces. Primal Kitchen's a good one, but I put pesto on the eggs, sun-dried tomatoes.
So good.
Trying to do them up because there's not many breakfast options.
Right. No, you make it fun. You definitely do. I just stick to the basics. It's kind of sad. So we do eggs with maybe some sausage. We found these sausages from Costco that are incredible.
Yeah.
And then we do cassava flour tortillas.
Yeah, cassava flour.
Because it just gives you a little bit more carbs that you need.
Which is cassava flour is like a root.
Yes.
So yeah, it's like a gluten-free, grain-free substitute. So good. They also have the almond flour ones that we use
brand is
too.
That? Siete.
Oh,
that brand is so good.
Siete does almond flour and cassava flour.
And they have chips. My dip chips are the favorite from there.
But anyways. Breakfast. Yeah. So sorry. Because being in Texas, being in Dallas, I feel like everything here is a taco, and breakfast tacos are a huge thing. So it's we use the tortilla, put the eggs in it. Sometimes I put cheese or something in it. Sometimes I put salsa, sometimes
always
pesto.
Add spinach.
Always add spinach.
Or drink my athletic greens. Yeah. Or put greens in your smoothie, your protein smoothie.
Yeah. And so usually we have the eggs, and then on the side, usually I would come back from working out. So I would do like a protein shake. So it's just like the normal, we either do bone broth protein or I do like a vegan protein with just like, athletic greens powder, collagen. What else do I put in there? Some PB Fit, which is like the powdered version of peanut butter. So just like a comprehensive like 40 to 50 gram protein shake with my eggs and cassava flour.
Yeah, which is awesome. So then I'd say we're good till lunch.
Yeah, I would say You snack sometimes.
Because I'm hungry. I do. I'm a big snacker, which is good for my metabolism. Because everyone's body's different.
Yeah.
And so for me, like you need 6 meals a day.
Yeah.
I need 3 meals a day. What?
I said I don't always get 6 meals.
You don't. When you're working, man, you're grinding and you forget to eat. And I'm like, I've had like 5 meals. What are you talking about? No, I'm kidding. So I stick to like 3 meals a day and then I snack in between. Because if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. You have to listen to your body.
Exactly.
And so yes, I sometimes snack. What do I snack?
So like after a breakfast, like sometimes you do the turkey sticks.
Oh yes. What brand are those?
Chomps turkey. The
Yes,
Chomps
they are
turkey stick, which is like
amazing.
honestly a good source of like quick protein. Like I think it was like 10 or 15 grams. Really
Why did I
good.
think it was like 60 calories? That's
60 grams of protein. I'd be downing like 9 of those a day.
Sorry, it's not 60.
Things are like 10
Not
inches. 60 grams of
My bad.
protein. That's
Okay,
insane.
yeah. Okay, but that's not even like a snack. That's like a snack.
Yeah, or you do like sometimes you do like apples.
I
like
love
peanut butter.
I do apples and peanut butter normally before dinner.
Okay.
I get really hungry between dinner or lunch and dinner because after breakfast I try to go work out.
Yeah.
Not immediately. I need my food to settle. But then I try to go work out and I'm there for a couple hours, whatever.
Yeah.
Then I come back, have a protein shake, and then it's time for lunch.
Yeah.
So lunch I feel like looks the same. I
Yeah.
would say we stick to, he does grains, so he's really loving quinoa.
Yes, I've been
Love
on a quinoa kick, and I think
Great for fiber.
like usually typical lunches, because like for me, I meal prep on Sundays, so I make all of my meals for the work week for lunch. I used to do it for lunch and dinner when we weren't married, so I'd make like 10. I'd make 10 meals literally on
And it
Sunday.
was the same thing.
It was
pretty
the same
much.
thing. It was
Yeah.
like you'd have like sweet potatoes, you'd have rice, you'd have like a gluten-free pasta or like
Some sort of grain,
Yeah, some sort
starch.
of grain with like either chicken, ground beef, or ground turkey.
Yep.
But so what my lunches look like today is like I switched over from rice. I'll probably switch back at some point, but some type of carb. I like the more fiber heavy, so I go with quinoa. So I do quinoa with either maybe like a ground turkey or a ground beef with, of course, pesto. Cause
Chicken apple sausage also.
yes.
We do a lot of that.
Yeah, we do a lot. We do a lot of chicken apple sausage. So
Great for
essentially,
lunch.
just it's very simple.
Yeah.
I think our lunches are. It's just like a type of like complex carb, and then also a type of meat, which is
And a
usually
vegetable.
like a ground meat or chicken apple sausage with vegetables. And can't forget the pesto. We always
Can't forget the pesto.
we always have pesto
or
on there.
Justus, the Tessame's Buffalo
Ranch. That's a dinner
Oh.
favorite. We'll get to dinner favorites in a.
What do you mean?
That's
I
a
eat
breakfast.
that.
That's a breakfast, lunch, and dinner for it.
No, that's every single meal of the day. Dessert,
Yeah.
Tessame's Buffalo Ranch. No, I'm just kidding.
Put it
That's
all
so
over your
gross.
cake or something. Yeah.
I don't eat cake.
Yeah.
I prefer cookies. Anyways,
So after lunch, I mean, for lunch, I think we basically do the same thing. You, on the other hand, may substitute like the
grain-free
quinoa for like
option.
a grain-free
Yep.
option, like a cauliflower rice or
yes,
something
I
like
love
that.
cauliflower rice. You mix it in a pan. You get it really not burnt, but you like pan it.
Yeah,
What's
you pan
what's-
it. You
pan
like
it?
sear it. I don't know.
Sear- I don't even know.
Pan-seared cauliflower rice.
And do it with coconut oil because I
Yeah.
did that last weekend at home and it was incredible.
Yeah.
I forgot to do that today.
It's so good.
It's fine. Tomorrow, redemption.
Yeah.
But yes, I do like a cauliflower rice, add some
Yeah.
spinach in there if I don't feel like making broccoli or Brussels or something because we're
Yeah.
probably going to have that for dinner.
Yeah.
So throw some spinach on there, whatever dressing I want, and there's lunch.
Yeah.
And then like Jessica said before, I get hungry. And
Yeah.
so my go-to right now is apples and peanut butter with dairy-free chocolate chips from Enjoy Life. Those
Mm.
are like my thing. I'll just snack on those by themselves. They're amazing. So I'll do that for a snack. I'll do chomps for a snack.
Yeah. I usually I'd make like a sandwich with the cassava or almond flour. So I put like turkey slices, dairy-free cheese, vegan mayo, like, and make like a sandwich or something like that I would munch on. Or I would just eat like another meal that I made, which is
Yeah.
basically like a similar meal to the lunch, just like maybe a smaller version.
Right. Or on the off chance that we have leftovers from the night before.
Which is very rare.
I think it's happened twice. We've been married for almost 4 months.
Yeah, there's no leftovers in this house.
No, there's not. It's really unfortunate, but it's fine. I'll get over it.
Yeah. But yeah, so for dinner, I would say it's basically like the same thing. I think we do like,
it's cheap and easy.
It's mostly like sweet potatoes.
Yes.
Like we do like Japanese sweet potatoes. If you want, yes, Japanese sweet potatoes are the best.
Go to your local Whole Food. Sorry about it. Go to your local. No, don't do that. Your local Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. No.
Trader Joe's has it. Yes, they do.
Yes. I get confused. Go there. Get your sweet potato, Japanese sweet potato. It will change your life.
Yeah.
It will.
We usually do it like cubed or we do it baked, and we either do like, same thing like chicken or ground turkey, ground beef. Yep. We do salmon probably like once every 3-ish weeks.
Because you have to go buy it and then make it that night or the next night.
Yeah,
and
you
we
can't
just don't go to
save
the
it.
store every day. We go to the store like kind of once a week, like on Sundays, because we like to go together. We go to Costco, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. Those are like our main 3. And we just prefer to go together, so we just kind of go on Sunday.
Because salmon's good, but it's just like you said, you have to make it within those couple of days. But yeah, we had it Sunday, so like we'll do that on the weekends or something like that. But
wild caught salmon,
yeah. But usually it's like those are the 3 main meals with, of course, like other snacks in between. And I know that like snacking is like a big thing. So like I guess like maybe a question for you, like what are some like 80% snacks that like would be good for people to munch on in between.
So I think when we think snacks, we think of foods that we can grab out of a bag and just put as many as we can in our mouth. Like you think popcorn, you think chips, you think Cheez-Its, you think Goldfish, things like that. And so that was kind of a hard balance for me to think. And there's definitely healthy alternatives. Simple Mills has incredible alternatives for Cheez-Its. They're like the farmhouse cheddar things. And then they also have almond crackers. Those are really good. Obviously, there's no protein in that.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would pair some of those with a Chomps stick because you get your protein and you're getting some fat and carbs and things like that to kind of hold you over. So I would say apple peanut butter. There's a ton of sugar in apples, but I don't care. They're so good. So apple peanut butter, you can add your little chocolate chips in there if you want to, because I think it's great.
Yeah.
Chomps, Go macro bars are great. I try to steer clear of them because, like I said in the last episode, grains don't necessarily agree with my body. They just don't make me feel great. They kind of inflame me internally, which is not a great feeling. So I try to steer clear of them. But when I am really hungry, I really want a macro bar, like I'll eat one.
Yeah, macro bars are good. RX bars are another good thing.
Yeah, so that's a grain-free alternative.
Which I forgot to mention. So like waking up in the morning before I work out, what I usually do
What time is that?
It's like 4:30 in the morning. 4:30 or 5 in the morning.
You and my dad are the only people awake.
Yeah. Yep. Early bird.
It's insane.
What I would do is either if I need to quickly leave, I would grab a macro bar, which is like a good source of carbs. Because like for me, that's when I do carb heavy, just because
you're about to burn.
Yeah, I'm about to burn all those all those carbs, and I really need that because for some reason I get very like lightheaded or very just
because you were fasting
fuzzy
all night because your body wasn't fueled at all.
So I need that energy before I work out, or I'll do this rice cake with peanut butter and honey.
Yes.
It is so good. You get the sugar from the honey, the peanut butter, the fats, and the rice cake for the carbs, and it gets you really good for your workout, which I think is
and don't forget
great.
Pre-workout, Justice.
Well, yeah, that's a
Legion
totally
pre-workout.
Yeah, Legion pre-workout with it, but
we love that stuff.
Yeah, I would say in terms of just like snacking in between, what's helped me, and I know this is not possible for like everybody, like just money wise or for any other reason in terms of like time, because even with my job, like working a certain number of hours or working out of the office, it's like there's only so much available things that you can have. But I would say that like eating consistent meals is important, because like for me, I need about 4 to 5 meals a day, and
we're talking like meals, not like little portion size, like normal meals.
Yeah, because you should never, and I think that's like kind of the trap that some people fall into, is like you wait to the point of starvation or you get very hungry before you eat, and that's not really good, because our bodies are bred to like choose the most fat heavy calorie dense food, just because we our bodies want that in order to burn that energy, because we need it. So when presented with like a piece of kale or an avocado, we're gonna go with the avocado because it's more fatty, it'll fill us up more, it's more calorie dense, and I think that's the trap that people fall into in a recurring of eating like unhealthy foods and stuff, and that kind of gets you like trapped in that cycle.
That gives you like nothing.
Yeah, and then it's hard to come out of it. But it's interesting because I read this study it was a Cornell study. It was like a study with rats. So they took a bunch of rats in a laboratory and they fed them really sodium. They fed half of them sodium dense, calorie dense, fatty foods, and they fed the other ones like healthy foods. And they found that the rats that had eaten the unhealthy foods had 25% less taste buds than the rats that ate the healthy foods.
The taste buds. Tell us more about that, because that is fascinating.
So apparently, like, the more fatty or like sodium heavy foods that you eat, the more inflamed and more dull your taste buds get, which makes you want to crave those unhealthy foods more and actually makes you not like the taste of healthy foods.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I do this really weird thing. People are always like, why are you doing that? So matcha, not a fan. A lot of people are not fan favorites of matcha, but I know so many health benefits of it. And I was like, okay, this is healthy for me. I'm going to force myself to like it.
Yeah.
And so I found that over time, I kept drinking it. I kept ordering it. And I'm like, well, if I paid money for it, I'm going to drink it. And I love it now.
Yeah.
And I really did not like it. Same thing with, let's see, red wine. That doesn't really count, but that's like an acquired taste. But that just reminded me of red wine. That also comes with like age. But
but in terms of just like these foods that you eat can actually dull your taste buds and make you prefer just the more fatty, more bland food. Because I guess like foods that are more healthy or a little bit more complex, a little bit more sophisticated for your taste buds, which I didn't know you had like a ton of taste buds on your tongue. I thought taste buds was just like one thing on your tongue, but I guess
what do you mean? You thought it was like one taste bud?
You have like a lot. I don't know how many taste buds.
Remember the 5? The like
those are the senses. Oh wait, no.
Oh man, we got to go back to what is that, biology? No, remember the savory, the sweet, the salt? No.
I don't know. I'd be lying if I.
Umami, that's one of them.
Isn't that like a
umami? Gosh, we're gonna look this up after the podcast.
Yeah, we'll do some more research. But like,
Justice thought there was one taste bud. Everybody,
yeah, well,
shame him for that.
But you can actually do like a reset period of that inflammation, and that goes with like reducing the amount of sodium dense or calorie heavy foods that you're eating. What's like a Whole30?
Okay, I was just about to say that. That makes so much sense, because I think after doing the Whole30, it really changed my perspective on a lot of things with food, and in a good way, in a great way. So like you were saying with Whole30, at the end of it, you can start reintroducing foods into your diet again, and just kind of finding the foods that don't really agree with you or don't make you feel your best versus the ones that do. And so honestly, just doing Whole30, I don't find myself, oh my goodness, I can finally have an Oreo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go for the Oreo. Of course, sometimes I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. And I go for it because I'm my 20, I'm going to balance it out. But then there are other times where like my taste buds, I think, are so used to those healthy things that I was eating. And Whole30 food can be so good. Like the buffalo chicken dip that we make.
Yeah, you can make it taste good.
Gosh.
You can make healthy food taste good. And I think there's a lot of supplements and alternative options that they've had, like dairy free, gluten free, everything that actually makes it taste really good. I will say though, it's hard because like we stick to like a simple week by week plan, like during the week of like just like, we have a carb, or we have like a complex carb, we have
pretty boring.
we have a protein, we have a vegetable, and it's like, the only thing I would say is that you need a bunch of like random ingredients like tapioca flour, coconut aminos to like make something crazy that like you'll probably never use in another recipe.
Yeah.
And I think that's the hard thing, is that every single time you have to buy like some new ingredient to like make it taste really good. But like on the weekends, we'll experiment with that.
Yeah.
But it definitely is possible. And I think, having that reset for your body is really good, because a lot of people always say like, well, my body just craves unhealthy food. And of course there's like certain circumstances, like women who are pregnant and things like that with hormones. That actually do make you crave certain things. But for like, I'm talking for like
your average Joe.
I'm talking about for your average Joe here. Like, you probably don't crave like
you're craving it because, like you said, your body's used to it.
It's a reward system in your brain of releasing dopamine. So it's like, just as you can train it to do, you can also train your body to enjoy healthy foods as well.
So train your body to release dopamine off kale. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Eat
That's
kale
what we're
salad.
saying. If you don't get anything else from this, is train your body to like kale.
I'm just joking. Do not take my advice for that. Kale's good, but do not take my advice for that. Anyway, so that's our 80. If you guys have any more questions for our 80, please ask. So let's go to the fun part. My favorite part.
Camryn's favorite part.
The 20.
Yeah.
Which for me might be like 23, 25, but.
That starts for you on Friday.
So like the mentality being in college was Thursday night.
Okay.
I was like, Thursday night, that's my Friday. Because that's just how it is. I don't know why.
Yeah, Friday Eve,
Right. But now, since I'm an adult, whatever. Can't have that Thursday night thing anymore. Yeah. So now it is Friday night. I would definitely say Friday dinner is kind of my cheat. But then again, last night. So it just depends.
I think you have to be really fluid with it too, because like I won't choose to, once it hits Friday at 5:00 to be like, okay, let's go to Burger King. If we're not really doing anything that night,
right. We cook at home, and it's so fun. We cook at
home, and it's just like we stick to the same 80% because it's like we enjoy the food that we're eating because that's what our body's been used to. Right. But we try to make plans on the weekends for Friday night and stuff to go out, either if that's with just me and you on a dinner date or if it's with friends to get a drink or something. And I think that's where you see more of the 20% is when we're socializing.
Last night we went out with friends and we got gelato. And it was amazing.
What did you get? You got the maple syrup gelato?
Just maple, no syrup in there. It's probably some maple syrup, but it just said maple, and it was amazing. You got salted caramel. I liked mine better.
They were both good.
So good.
But
what's it called? Bolanido?
I won't even begin to pronounce that.
We should really stop pronouncing things. It's kind of embarrassing. Well, I guess this is a me thing.
Yeah, I haven't even been trying to pronounce anything.
Okay, whatever. It's fine. I just ignore me, guys. I'm just here for fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I definitely try to do like the Friday night, whatever. Just go along with Friday. Sometimes we go out with friends, like you said, like we can go to bars, we'll get a couple drinks.
Or being in Dallas, like you got to have Tex-Mex.
Oh,
Joe Leo's Tex-Mex
is like our thing.
Queso.
Are you kidding me?
Queso's our thing. So
queso. Who has the best queso here? I actually don't know.
I don't know.
Las Palmas.
There was the Smoky Rose that had brisket queso.
Oh my gosh!
That was incredible.
If you ever are somewhere that has brisket queso, just get it. It's gonna be incredible. No matter where you are, get it. It's brisket amazing. Queso. So yeah, that was probably the best queso. That was in White Rock.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay. Anyways, so Friday we have fun. We sometimes have like our Ninja Creamy protein ice cream.
Yeah. We'll tell them a little bit about that because that's something that I wanted on the registry. The Ninja Creamy.
Oh. Sensitive subject, I guess.
Because you were like, no, like, why would you want?
Justus,
you would just make a protein shake. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm the worst for that. But we got it, and it has been incredible.
So for those of you who don't know, like the Ninja Creamy is it's made by Ninja, and it's basically a machine that creates ice cream for you. So,
but it can create ice cream,
sorbets, anything.
There's like a list of 8 things, and we've only made ice cream each time.
So you like blend, you either blend like a protein. Well, we blend a protein shake. You can blend a smoothie, or you just get frozen fruit. You freeze that overnight, so you get like everything frozen. Then you put it in the Ninja Creamy, and in a matter of like minutes, it's ice cream. It's literally the consistency of ice cream, and I think that's been a huge game changer for us because it tastes exactly like ice cream, and we make literally protein shakes. We freeze them.
Good.
We use the bone broth, so it's dairy free. We use almond milk and put some of the dairy free chocolate chips on there.
We use bone broth protein.
Yeah, bone broth protein.
We do not put
we don't freeze bone broth
into our ice cream. That's disgusting. So moral of this story, you guys don't need to come to Dallas, stay with us, and we'll make you protein ice cream because it's good.
With the Ninja Creamy.
With the Ninja Creamy, the one and only. Thank you, Justus, for getting that.
Of course.
You know, what would I do without you?
I do what I can.
What would I do without you? Seriously. So then Saturday
rolls around.
We try to do, I love me some pancakes, some grain-free pancakes.
We haven't done that in a while, though. We need to do that more.
I try to drop hints very often, actually. I don't know if you've caught on.
I don't think so.
I'm always like, we should just, have a late morning, make pancakes and bacon. You're like, the gym. I'm like, all right, let's go to the gym. No, I'm kidding. I love the gym, too. But on the weekends, we definitely kind of like, we're either waking up and going to church and then the gym on Sunday
or Saturdays we wake up, go to the gym. Because it's like, for me, I like to eat after I go to the gym just because I don't want to be eating pancakes and bacon and then going to the gym. I don't know
how you do that because I used to do fasted workouts every single day of my life. And you were saying to me, how do you do that?
Well, I don't do fasted workouts. I wouldn't count it. I wouldn't count eating like a rice cake as a meal.
That's
I wouldn't want like my heavy breakfast before because it's like I need to give my body time to digest. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But on a typical Saturday, we would go out. I feel like Saturday is the day where we do some like random, like weird, like snack or lunch thing. Like
Yep.
I mean, I guess you can't really say acai bowls are.
No, that's my 80.
Yeah.
That's my 80.
So-
We'll get Froyo. We'll go to TCBY.
Yeah, we'll go to TCB. Froyo.
Who says Froyo?
I don't know.
Apparently me.
called it
Guys,
Froyo.
I'm on another one. We're gonna have to like re-record this or something. Oh man. No, I'm kidding. This is live. Okay.
Yeah.
No editing.
One take.
Anywho. Who says anywho? Gosh, you
Same
you
person
take
who
over.
says Froyo.
Yeah, and umami.
Yeah,
or
so we'll
whatever.
get
We're not getting umami. We'll get sushi. That's part of our 20, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I would say we don't eat sushi during the week.
Probably because it hurts my stomach. And so I'm like, let's just eat it on the weekend. Okay, anyways. So we will do something fun during the day. We'll go get an acai bowl. We'll go get frozen yogurt.
Froyo.
We'll get Starbucks. We'll get...
She'll get Starbucks. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, you're the best for just driving me there.
Yeah.
We'll go eat like Chick-fil-A maybe.
Yeah.
We'll go... I
Just
don't
something
know.
fun. Just a fun snack.
Something
And then
fun.
like a dinner. We try to do like a dinner day. So like at a nice place
Yes.
we would like get a drink.
Probably Tex-Mex.
We'd order dessert. We get like a good appetizer. So like if we're at Tex-Mex, we get queso, or if we're at somewhere else, we get like loaded fries or something like
And
that.
I'm always going to get a drink.
But yeah, and like get a drink.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of just our comprehensive Saturday. And there are some times if we're at home, and we're lunchtime at home, we'll eat just a normal 80% meal.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Because we have it. That's
Yeah,
the other
'cause we
thing is
have
we
it
buy
here.
all of these things in order for us to eat them. And so if we
Yeah.
have it at the house
we're
and
not
we're
going to
eating
go
here,
spend all that money just because we
Right.
have.
'Cause food
just
goes
'cause we
bad.
can. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So we have to eat it. I think Sunday's a little bit of a hybrid. For me, I kind of treat Sunday as kind of like a reset day. So reset in terms of prepping my meals, cleaning up the apartment and stuff like that. So I think it used to be where it was part of my 20, but now I
Yeah.
think it's bled more into my 80%, which is fine. Like I think I can
agree.
go either way. Maybe for like a dinner, I do something a little bit more 20%, but
Yeah.
and then like kind of leading up to that because we're pretty busy on Sunday,
Oh my
so it's kind of
goodness, we're
hard
very
to
busy.
just like
But
indulge a little.
the other weekend when we went to brunch,
Exactly.
We
We
just
went to
got, like, a
brunch and we
fun,
got
like, a pancake or
We got
something.
the gluten-free waffle
so good.
with the berry syrup and
So
stuff.
good.
So
See,
yeah,
and we're not like, oh my goodness. It's never
It's
an
never an
issue
issue.
between us of like, oh, should we do this? Like
or
Justice and I
no
just
like
don't-
judgment of like why
No.
are you eating that?
No, which is so freeing. And if you
Yeah.
have friends that are judging you for the way that you eat, get new friends.
Get new friends.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous,
Yeah.
actually. Unless you're like killing yourself with food, but
Yeah.
that's a whole
Those
nother
are extreme
issue.
circumstances.
Very extreme. And so I don't know. It's just fun because you and I just have this understanding of also one thing that's different is say it's Tuesday. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm in Dallas, Taco Tuesday. I'm gonna go get Mark's for
Yeah.
happy hour with a friend, or maybe if I can make Justice come do it with me, then he
Yeah.
will.
Well, I usually try to stick a little bit
Yes,
stronger
you're
to
very
it.
strict with it,
But-
which is great. You're very disciplined, and it's awesome.
And because you're more like social oriented.
Yes.
So if your friends are going out,
I'm going with
you're right there.
No
with
matter
them.
what.
Exactly.
Don't care what day it is. I'm going.
Exactly.
And so then, though, with the 80-20, trying to stick to it as
Yeah.
my lifestyle, I will supplement. So my Sunday will be my 80.
Exactly. And that's
You
all
know?
it's about. You have to be flexible. It's like hard when you're on vacation. And we'll talk about that in a little bit of what that looks like on vacation, because I think that's one of the hardest things to do because,
A lot of people struggle with
you
it.
know, you have all this new food that you want to eat. You're with your family or you're with your friends and it's you want to drink, you want to eat. So what does that look like? But I think in terms of what you were saying, you have to kind of have like a little bit of a give and take.
Right.
So, if you eat a little bit more 20% on a Tuesday or Wednesday, you can make that up. You can make that up on a couple meals on a
Right.
Saturday or Sunday. And it's not like to a T, like for every meal I have here,
No, please
I have
don't
to
be
do
hard on
this on the
yourself.
other, like I have to eat 80% meal. It's not the case. And
Yeah.
I think that's just comprehensively what we've kind of decided to
Yeah.
do, but not on like
it
a
works for
strict,
us.
not on a strict level though.
No, I'm not writing down what I'm eating.
Exactly.
I'm not
We're
like,
not calorie
oh, I
counting.
ate this yesterday. I can't eat it today. It's
Exactly.
not a can and can't.
Yeah.
It's a give and take.
It's just like
And we're doing it because we want to.
and because it makes us feel good.
Right. And we're not telling you guys you have to do this.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what works for us.
Yeah.
So vacation.
Vacation's a good one.
I feel like we're a little different on vacation. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I don't like the taste of alcohol.
You don't. And I do.
Or I like the
The pina coladas.
the sugary or the fruity drinks.
And then that can get you in trouble.
And it makes my stomach hurt because like I drink too much of the sugar.
and you
sugary
drink
stuff.
drinks, any drink, water, LaCroix, anything.
Yeah.
It is
so
gone in 5
fast.
seconds.
Yeah. It's in my hand. It's gone in 10
I'm like,
seconds.
no wonder you're in pain.
Yeah.
I'm like, on drink number 1, you could be on drink number 5.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be, but you could be.
Yeah.
It's insane. So on vacation,
Yeah.
for me, I would definitely say, and for you, we stick in the mornings, breakfast, and we have a protein shake. It's the same.
Yeah, I would say breakfast is, like I said, there's not much
variation
in
because we're not
breakfast
going to go
foods.
eat. There's also probably not gluten-free pancakes or waffles or bread.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick to like whatever, just the regular stuff.
Yeah.
And then for lunch, give or take, depends on what's available, what's there. If I have full control, so say I'm at like my family's lake house and we're just having fun, I'll try to eat either what's prepared, which could or could not be my 80, but I'll try to stick to my 80 because why not? I can control it. I'm there. This is fun for me because I do enjoy healthy food. That's the thing. You have to find enjoyment.
Yeah.
And if you're miserable, oh my goodness, like you got to figure something out. We're not miserable. This makes us happy. And so, but then I would say with lunch, if I'm at the beach with lunch, I've either already had a drink before lunch or I'm going to drink during lunch or like immediately after lunch. And it's not like I'm on this rigorous schedule of drinking. It's just like, oh, I'm craving a drink right now because I don't want to drink at 8 a.m. And then honestly, throughout the rest of the day, I'll have drinks here and there. Dinner, I'll eat whatever I want, sticking to my main like protein, vegetable, carb. I'll stick to that. But I'll get a drink and then I'll get like an espresso martini. And then I'm not counting calories with drinks or anything like that. We do not count calories. Yeah. That's not our thing because we're just living the lifestyle.
Need to. I think for me, it's like a little bit different where, like I said, I don't drink as much and it's, breakfast, we usually eat the same thing. Lunch, it depends. Like when we're at the beach and stuff, it's like maybe like sandwiches or like
maybe
deli meat, some Cape Cod chips.
So
and I think,
I
think that's the biggest difference is like kind of like the snacking aspect. I do a little bit more of that while I'm on vacation. But I think the biggest thing for me is, I usually try, and this is not like every single day, but I usually try to pick maybe like a couple meal, like let's say we go on vacation for 5 days. I'd pick like 3 or 4 of those days, like a dinner to just like pig out on. So if it's like a whole
What's
pizza,
picking out for you though?
like a whole pizza or something,
like a CC's.
Okay,
buffet.
not CC's
I'm sorry,
buffet.
I had to bring
That's
it
a
up.
soft spot.
You guys need to listen to last week if you haven't.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to last week or the tour of Italy at Olive Garden, but
you're picking out is a whole pizza.
My picking out was like a whole pizza or something
Gluten
like that.
Full? Depends.
It depends because like once like I said before, like I've started to eat a gluten-free diet and now my body's actually changed to where like it's hard for me to digest gluten the same way it was before. So I would prefer, just for my stomach in terms of pain and stuff, I would prefer gluten-free, but I could also eat the gluten one. Or if it's a burger with a bunch of fries or something like that, and then obviously you got to have dessert.
Got to.
Yeah.
100%.
So I think in like just to wrap it up in terms of vacation, I would say that I pick and choose. It's not really a day of like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll eat healthy. Friday, Saturday, I'll pig out. I think it's more so, Monday dinner, I'll have something. I'll have a dessert. Tuesday lunch, I'll have something. So I kind of just like pick and choose, but I still try to maintain that idea of like, okay, breakfast is going to be good. I need to have some of that 80 in there just because it makes me feel better.
It sets your day up right. I would definitely agree with that. Honestly, I'm kind of whimsy about when I'm on vacation because I'm on vacation and it's okay. Like we have
everybody's
completely different views and
fine.
It's totally fine. Like for breakfast, like we said 15 times, I'm going to stick to eggs. It's really the only thing I like. I'm not going to go eat Fruit Loops. Like that doesn't make me feel good. It's not going to keep me full or anything.
Fruit Loops are good. I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, that's true. Actually, I haven't had Fruit Loops in forever.
Well, you can't have Fruit Loops because
aren't they gluten free?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna look into that. We're gonna buy some Fruit Loops
tonight. Fruit Loops.
No, but I'm just kidding. But honestly, I don't think like, oh, I ate this yesterday. Like I don't pick and choose. But Justus, like I said before, he's very disciplined and it's awesome.
Yeah.
I am just kind of whimsical with it. But it's fine because I know once I'm back from vacation, I'm like, okay, I want to feel better.
And that's what vacation's for. Cause like you're not gonna go on vacation and be like, oh, thank God I like didn't eat that cake.
Yeah, no,
I feel so much better.
Cake.
Like that's the only time that you like, especially when you go to somewhere you've never been before, that's probably the only time you're going to be able to try it. And I think, when we went on vacation a couple weeks ago, I was like, I'm only going to be here. To Turks.
Yeah.
I'm only going to be here for the couple of days that we were there. So I'm going to enjoy it because I can't get this stuff at home.
We had dinner. We had dessert after every dinner.
I ate them.
Awesome.
I think I ate some of I ate like mine and your dessert too.
Even when it was gluten full because I couldn't eat every dessert. And I was like, here. And then you try to steal my dessert. I'm like, no, give it back.
Yeah.
Give it back. But yes,
so
vacation's great.
I think just like you can either go in with a plan for vacation or not have a plan. But I think just keeping that idea of the 80-20 in the back of your mind, but don't beat yourself up about it, I think is the biggest thing, because it's temporary. And
Very.
you know, for your body, in order to revert out of that process that you put yourself through for the last couple or ever weeks, months, years, however long you did it, it's going to take a while. Like people always think that, oh, I'm going to eat this one meal and it's going to destroy every single thing that I've worked for.
So not
and
true.
that's just not how your body works.
No.
I think it takes like, I don't know, it takes something about 2 to 3 weeks of like inactivity and like eating unhealthy in order to see results.
Yes, we did it. We looked at a study on that, and it was crazy.
And it's like about 3 weeks of like not working out, eating poorly till you start losing muscle, you start gaining fat and stuff like. Not to say that you should just eat
don't do
unhealthy either.
We're not condoning that, but like there's a lot of things. A lot of girls and boys, honestly, will come back from vacation and be like, oh, I gained 10 pounds. Like, blah, blah,
it's
blah.
not possible. And like,
and it's like, sure, maybe water weight.
Exactly, that's
but
what it is.
Not actual fat.
Or maybe like because sodium, if you eat more sodium, your body retains more water, and that's probably what it is. If you had more sodium heavy, fattier foods, your body probably has more sodium, which means that you retain more water.
It's actually really cool. If you're ever curious as to why you think you've gained 10 pounds, go look it up. It's very fascinating.
Unless you're literally eating like a whole cow every single day, then you're probably didn't gain 10 pounds in 2 days.
No.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for vacation. And I think, you know, to put it all together and bring in kind of the fitness aspects of things as well, I think just the fitness aspect, I think, is what helps us to maintain this 80-20 lifestyle as well, because I would say, yes, nutritionally and eating wise, we're 80-20, but for me, at least for like working out, staying healthy, being active, I'm like 99-1. I agree. Cause you have rest day. Cause I have I walk that day. But your rest day is active rest. It's active rest. And that's the important thing. And I know you being a certified personal trainer, like the importance of movement and what that means in terms of exercise or in any exercise at all. It's important. And cleaning your house. Yeah. And we'll talk about that a lot next week, actually, when we talk about our workout splits. But yes, fitness, especially on vacation, we work out every day because it makes us happy. You know what I mean? And like your body needs rest. We'll talk about that later. But just, it makes us feel good. It makes us happy. All the good things. It's very important. And it's very important. Like I said before, it's important to have even the smallest time, whether that's walking, whether that's going to the gym or doing something. Yeah. And that helps, I believe, at least to supplement that 80%. I mean, that 20% even more, to help reduce it and help supplement the 80. So, you know, if you're living an 80% nutritional lifestyle, because, you know, in terms of looking or feeling the way you want to, it's very, very heavy nutrition, but it's also very heavy exercise. And benefits of exercise, I'll just touch on these really quick. I mean, there are so many studies just about if you continue exercise, like the effects later down the road of just like brain health, heart health, bones are so much just stronger, organs, and your balance is going to be so much better, and you're not going to be falling over when you're 85 years old. And it's just awesome. And also the release of endorphins and just dopamine, the way that makes you feel, and stress relief. There's so many benefits to any type of movement. And like we said, walking is movement. Get outside and walk 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Like after dinner. Like I think you had told me that walking after dinner helps just the whole digestive process after eating. And even that, it just helps with your digestive tract, your digestive system. So exercise and movement is very important, and it helps to supplement that 80%. And even in some cases, reducing that 20% that you eat. Because, you know, ultimately, if you're trying to achieve a goal, I know people's goals at least for diets are like to lose weight or to lose fat. So it's like calories out have to be more than calories in, and the calories out will grow the more movement you do. So it helps to reduce that 20% effect that it has in your life. Being a little couch potato is not going to get you far. Exactly. So just do anything. Park. This is a fun one that I like to do. Park far from the grocery store. So then you just get in those extra steps. Unless you're in the Texas heat and it's 115 degrees, good night. Park as close as you can. Throw your keys out. Throw your car keys out the window, so you have to walk everywhere. Okay, no, that is just so not the case. Then people are going to bird scooter. Yeah. Good night, bird scootering and things like that. But anyways, yes, movement is so important, and just find something you enjoy. 100%. Don't do anything because we told you to, a study told you to, someone older than you told you to, your mom told you to.
don't do it for that necessarily.
Just go have fun. Like
Find something you
pickleball.
enjoy. Oh, so good.
Pickleball is a great way to just burn some calories, to sweat, to have fun with your friends, and it's a good form of movement and exercise. It doesn't all have to look like, bench pressing and squatting and getting in the gym, but
no. Go take a dance class. Go take a Zumba class, because those are the most, okay, not you. You're not going to love that, but me and all the girls out there who love Zumba. Yeah. Thank you, Mom. But I literally grew up going to Zumba with my mom. It was what do you mean? Oh man,
Nothing.
Killed it. We literally killed it.
Sure
it was awesome. Thank you, babe. Yeah. And so just any type of movement is so good for you. Like we said 1,000 times, and movement's going to look different for every single person. So
exactly. And next week we will definitely go into that a little bit more. We'll talk about workout splits, the different types of workout splits, and not only that, but different training methods. Camryn's going to put some knowledge and wisdom into our heads from her studies.
Nothing too crazy, but yes, I do have some wise words.
Yeah, about the different training methods. And I think it'll be really good. We'll give as well a deep dive into what our workout splits and kind of training methods look like, our favorite ones.
Yep, because they're so similar but so different.
They're similar but different. And I think that's the important thing of even what we showed here with 80/20. It's like our lifestyles. We want the same things or same goal, but kind of the path there is a little bit different. But it's fine because, it's different for everyone. It doesn't have to be the exact same because we maybe want slightly different results.
Absolutely. So you heard it here, guys. Tune in next week for workout splits, types of training, and just we're
some
excited.
Fun.
Yeah, we're going to have fun next week. So thank you guys for listening. We love all of you.
Hopefully you guys have gained some, I don't know if you'd call it wisdom, but just some tips and
inspiration,
tricks. Inspiration to try your own form of 80/20, whether that's a different percentage split, whatever it's 85, 15 or whatever it is you want. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Bye.